UCLA has not been the standard in so long. I would venture to say half the people in here weren't even born when UCLA was the standard. Hell, before they won a title in, what was that, 95? I think it was 95. They hadn't won one in 20 years. So, I don't know. So, I was 5 in 95. There you go. There you go. I'm just saying, it's been a minute since UCLA has been the standard. 11 NCAA titles is a lot. But if you haven't won one, and it'll be 20 years next year, and they ain't gonna win one this year. So next year it'll be 20 years. It's hard for me to say you've been the standard. Doesn't mean they're not a blue blood. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they're not the standard. Where UConn, 5 in 25 years, I mean, shit. I mean, I think you got to kind of put them in a blue blood standard, even though they don't have the history of all the other schools. You won 5 titles in 25 years. I mean, to me, that's the standard. That's the standard. So that's all I'm saying. Now, who do we think is going to win this damn thing? I know a lot of people said UConn. Are we discounting Arizona? Are people discounting Arizona? I think they are. I got Arizona in my Final Four. I think they're better than North Carolina. I do. Wouldn't you like to see Arizona, North Carolina to go to the Final Four? Caleb Love going against his former team? I would love it. I would love it. However, I know a lot of people out there that think Alabama will beat North Carolina. A lot of people out there think that. I don't. But I like Arizona making it to the Final Four regardless. Because I think Arizona's going to beat the brakes off of Clemson. Clemson won 2 games. Speaking of Clemson, the ACC, Lord have mercy, they're 8-1. 8-1 in the tournament. Now, they had a fraudulent team make it in. No way Virginia should have been anywhere near this tournament. And, of course, they soundly got their brains beaten in. But 8-1, 4 teams in the Sweet 16, more than any other conference. So, that's impressive versus the Big 12, which the Big 12 was the best conference all year. They had to struggle to get in 2 teams. And I mean struggle to get in 2 teams. I didn't think there was any way that the Big 10 or that the Big 12 wasn't going to get 4 teams into the Sweet 16. And then boom, 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 teams go falling out left and right. And now they got 2. Now, Iowa State's good. But I don't think Iowa State is going to beat UConn. I don't think Iowa State can beat UConn. Nope. I would like to see it happen because I do a Big 12 podcast every day. By the way, it's every day, 1 o'clock on Go Power Cat. Go check it out on YouTube. Big 12 Insiders. But yeah, I'm just looking at my bracket here. I don't see Iowa State's, I think, going to make the Elite 8. I do. I think they're better than Illinois. And it is Illinois, people. Don't put that S on there. Don't piss me off and put that S on there. Illinois, not Illinois. It's just a pet peeve of mine, Illinois. Oh, my God. But I get it. I know what you're going to say. Why the hell would they even put the S on there to begin with? I get it. Somebody said, Bud Smith says Illinois is going to the Final Four. Nah. I do like their team, though. I do like Illinois. I do like their team. So, a lot of people still like Houston. Let's move over there. Houston got a tough one against Duke, but I think they'll beat Duke. And then Marquette. Are we still liking Marquette? I mean, they got NC State. I think they got to beat NC State, don't you? Or do we want to see NC? People are saying, hey, it's just like 1983. NC State needed to win the ACC tournament to get into the NCAA tournament. They did it. They won 5 games in 5 days. Pulled off an upset in the first round. Beat a lower seeded team in the second round. Had to go to overtime. Now they got to play Marquette. You think they beat them? I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. So, although I'm a Shaka Smart fan, I would still like to see, I'd love to see NC State in the Final Four. Now, it's not going to happen, but I would love to see it. But I think Marquette ends the Cinderella story. No, I was just going to say it, Jordan. Nobody's talking about Tennessee. And I think it's because people are just, if you take away Dalton Connect, if Texas had some coaching, and Texas has a horrible coach, if they had any type of coaching, I think people would be like, not so good. Not so good. They could have beat Tennessee. But Texas's coach, Rodney Terry's terrible. He's terrible. So, Alabama Final Four bound. Are we thinking that? Are we saying Final Four bound? Purdue? I've been fighting the Purdue bug. And they look good. I'll give them credit. They look good. But I've been fighting the Purdue bug. I've been fighting it, and I'm going to continue to fight it. Just for the simple fact that if they play any athletic guards or wings, they're going to get beat. Because they literally can't keep those guys in front of them. And Matt Painter will not go to a zone. So, Antonio Green, I've been saying Terry was bad at Texas since they gave him the job permanently. He is not a good coach, bro. He's not. And I know, of course, me as a black man, I'm supposed to say that he's a good coach. Y'all know me. I call it like it is. Black, white, yellow, green. If you suck, you suck. Rodney Terry's a bad coach. Period. End of story. Good man. Good man. Just not a good coach. Just not a good coach. Tennessee barely beat Texas. I don't know how good Tennessee is. I really don't. I really don't. But we're about to find out. We are about to find out. Who do they got? Who do they got? So they got there. Oh, yeah, they play Creighton. I think Creighton beats them. Yeah, Creighton will end up beating Tennessee. They will get after them, and they'll beat them. Woo! Man, that was a lot to cover today. That was a lot. What else do we got, people? What else do we got? I'd love to get into some NFL, but not today, man. Not today. This is a March Madness type of day. There's plenty of time to talk NFL. Ain't nothing going on. Nothing big happened over the weekend in the NFL, and for good measure. So, and for good measure. So, Iowa State still trucking along? Yes, they are.